Hey, what's going on? Russell Wayne right here from the Lion Villain Squad. Got a thought that's on my mind. That's Russell Wayne. I'm the 313 villain on X. And I got this thought that's on my mind. Lions phasing wide receiver in favor of Jameson Williams, Gibbs, and Laporta. It's something that's been on my mind, and I did a little bit of research. So let me get into it here. And it's not a bad thing. It's okay. Can phase out wide receiver. They haven't really been using it all that much. And you can see how that works out. And part of the reason is just because you've got your investment here already. St. Brown, you just gave him the big deal. He's going to be here. You're going to go targets, 100 targets. Jameson Williams broke out. You don't want to give him less touches. You want to give him even more touches. This might be one of the best wide receiver duos in the NFL, but you got to let it happen. Might not need wide receiver 3. And then there's Sam Laporta. Now, he had a little slow start to the season because he was dealing with some injuries and everything like that. But I expect right here Sam Laporta to be the wide receiver 3 this upcoming season. He's the third target. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I was actually questioning at the beginning of the year, is he the number 2 target? But Jameson Williams came in and he took care of his business. And then you got Kalif Raymond. Now, Kalif Raymond is Mr. Dependable, man. He ain't going nowhere. He's going to be here for the next couple of years at least. He's a punt returner. And you can always count on him. Now, I mean, I looked at that, only 17 catches this year. But look how that's went down, too. As Jameson Williams and then Sam Laporta, look at how those numbers went down. In 2021, 578, went up a little bit in 2022. You know, they were hoping to get Jameson Williams in, but he got all the suspension and all that stuff, so he had a big role in 2022. 2023, Jameson Williams had a little bit more, but then you had Sam Laporta come in. Well, that number got cut down. And then this year, Kalif Raymond, 17 catches, and it seemed like every single one of them were huge. But 215 yards. So this is going in a direction where it's looking like you might not need a wide receiver 3. And Kalif Raymond might be it. And you might only need wide receiver 3 to make 20 catches in the season. Not option 3, but wide receiver 3. And then you got Jahmyr Gibbs. Here's another guy that's going to be taking some touches away. More touches with your dynamic playmakers is better than less touches with your dynamic playmakers. And then you have Antoine Green, who was your 7th round draft pick. It's Brad Holmes' guy. He was injured last year. He's going to be coming back competing for a spot. And then look back. Josh Reynolds had 479 yards. Then Tim Patrick came in with 394 yards. Then you can already see it from year to year. You're using that position less while you're seeing the progression use of Jameson Williams. 1 catch in the first year, 24 catches in the second year. Got Jameson Williams with over 1,000 yards. I don't expect that to stop. I expect him to get more targets for next year. They're going to use him even more which is going to lessen the value of that wide receiver 3. So here's the question. Is $5 million, $5+ million on a wide receiver 3, which would be probably our 5th receiving option on the team? You really want to put that much capital into it? Or, for your 5th receiving option, do you want to, stay in-house? And he's got $70 million once that new money rolls over and the new salary cap up too. Brad Holmes, our GM, he's got plenty of money. You can go out there and find that last stone. This is one of the reasons I think that we want to invest money into that defensive end spot, because we can make this work with the wide receiver. We don't need to go spend a lot of money on wide receiver 3. Now, don't think for a second that means I don't want to bring back Tim Patrick. I do want to bring back Tim Patrick. If Tim Patrick wants to come in, sign a 2-year, $8 million deal, I'm good with that, but we're not going to go crazy here with our 5th receiving option. Now, I want them all rock solid. That's fine. But if they sign Tim Patrick, guys like Antoine Green aren't going to be able to see the field. And I don't know if that breaks anybody's heart, but I know that this team believes in developing players. And this was just a thought that was in my mind. What do you think about that thought? What do you think about that thought? Lions phasing out wide receiver 3. We got a wide receiver 3. I believe it's Khalif Raymond. It's Khalif Raymond. And, he may only need to catch 20 balls as a wide receiver 3 because he's the 5th receiving option. It's just not all that big of a deal to make a big investment into it. So I hope that we can bring Tim Patrick for that. Tell me what you think about that in the comments. I want to know. It's an interesting thought, isn't it? My name is Russell Wayne, and that is at the 313 Villain. God bless you. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.